Well, this is 11 in the morning, 20 past 11 on Tuesday the 1st of November. Wellow. We're just down the road from the alpaca farm. You'll see here the chimney sticking up. It's smoking. It's not supposed to be. That's they've recently put in a pizza oven and it smokes away. It can produce 180 pizzas an hour, that little cabin. They're saying that this is a noisy environment in a main road. Well, that's crazy. That's crazy. This is a small rural road. The main road is a couple of miles to your right as you're looking. To your right it's the north, to the left it's the south. You'll see that the smoke is heading to the south. Normally, of course, we have a southerly wind here and it goes, well, almost all the time. It's unusual at the moment. So normally that smoke goes right over the nearest houses, which are just 13 metres, well, 13.4 metres by a tape measure which some residents took very recently. Houses on the right-hand side here, well, this one's been up for sale for a long time. I think the problem is that nobody knows what's going to be happening with that agricultural land. I'm taking this picture so that the inspector can see sort of something of the... I understand you're not coming down. Oh, there's a car. That's quite unusual. But that's the rural part. At my house is that bungalow just there behind the trees. So pan round slowly. They changed the size of the plot, their claim size of the plot, according to which planning permission. We've had a dozen in the last planning applications in the last year. Sometimes they say it's 20 acres, sometimes it's 24 acres. It depends what they're trying to achieve. Now, coming up here, these houses are the ones that are most severely affected by the noise and the opening. As you can see, I mean, you can basically just hear birdsong around here. Pheasants at the moment a bit, coming up to the glorious 12th. So we're heading up to the site itself. You can see this smoke. They've got a planning application in at the moment. We're waiting for a decision from the council. There's another pipe to go up there to put in a ventilator, which will be running, I understand, 24 hours a day. And that's just 13 metres away from this building here. Now that is actually, that part you can see there is their bedroom. Okay, there's no window on that side, but it is just around the other side. Is their bedroom window. But you'll also see that traffic coming in and out of here affects particularly affects the residents directly opposite. And it's rather, that is, well, it's actually a barn conversion, but there were strict planning rules put on the owners when they built it, so that it would continue to have a sort of barn-like appearance. And so they were forced to have those great big windows in the front. So you can see that as cars come down, it shines straight in through into their living room. There's not very much they can do about it. But that's only 13 metres, well, 13.4 metres to that point there. Quite why they want 180 pizzas an hour, I really don't know. Bicycle. So the point really is that by removing the opening hours restrictions and opening up this great big pizza oven, which they're not really strictly, as I understand it, allowed to use at the moment because they haven't agreed the fuel with the council. It shouldn't be a light, as I understand it. That they're going to do some kind of drop-by trade or take-away trade or something like that. It's a very, very big 32 kilowatt pizza oven. and the traffic is going to be enormous. So presently the council, the planning committee, have allowed it to open up till 8 o'clock. The officers had wanted it to open until 10. Residents felt that 5:30 or 6 was appropriate because it's supposed to be an agricultural business with a little bit of ancillary trade, rather than being a restaurant, which is what it's now become. I won't go up round to the other side because I won't be welcome and I don't want to cause any trouble. They're not the world's most friendly people. So I'll just limit it to here. But around the front there's a children's play area, outside seating. They say they're going to apply for an alcohol licence. Well, here we are now. We're 6 minutes in to the recording and there's just one more car. So as one can imagine, you know, if they're running that pizza oven, I mean, it's too early now, it's 11:30, so they won't be actually cooking, they wouldn't have a lunchtime trade yet. But you can imagine if that was being opened up for takeaway trade, that it would be absolutely horrendous. It's completely unacceptable. I mean, most of us feel that it should be limited to 5:30 in the evening, not 8 o'clock. But the appeal is to remove the 8 o'clock restriction, and that is just so concerning. I really can't use the words I'd like to on this little film. So I hope that's been of some help. I'll wind up here. Thanks.